This is the Tudor Black Bay Pro, and in this video I'm gonna review it. My first thoughts about this Tudor Black Bay Pro were, man, this watch is thick. Now, when I spent a week with this watch, I've changed my mind. Well, sort of changed. Not completely. What I wanted, it's complicated. So let me walk you through it. If you are thinking about buying this Tudor Black Bay Pro, I hope this video will be helpful for you. But there is also a chance it will confuse you even more, because I am confused. 2 years ago, Tudor announced the new model Black Bay Pro. I immediately was interested, so I called my AD and made a pre-order on the model. The demand was very high. I got my first call on the Pro when we were leaving for vacation. I could not make it to the store. I watched and read many reviews about the new Tudor model, and I already had my concerns about the thickness. So the next time I got the call from my AD, I went to see the watch. I wore my Tudor Black Bay 58 to compare them both. It was still a quite crazy market time, when popular watches like Black Bay Pro were flying off the shelves. When I had the new hot watch from Tudor in my hands and on my wrist at the store, I had mixed first impressions about the watch. It was a relatively simple looking watch, and it was very thick. I still love the overall design. It was great and exciting, as exciting as a tool watch design can be, not as a luxury watch. Yes, I think that the Black Bay Pro is a tool watch, more than a luxury product. So let's talk about the design then. The design is heavily inspired by the vintage Rolex Explorer 2 1655. It's the first Explorer 2, sometimes referred to as a Steve McQueen Rolex, although there is no evidence that the actor owned this watch or even wore it. In any case, it's a legendary model and the vintage Rolex collector grail. Tudor, as a watch company directly related to Rolex, has no problem using the old Rolex vintage catalog. But here come the hands. If you are one of those people who hate Tudor snowflake hands, this watch is not for you. This watch has 3 snowflake hands. Yikes. Another interesting and rather annoying part is that the hands have rough painting on them. I understand that it's probably done on purpose, but it's worth noticing if that's something that may possibly bother you. So now let's go over the main specifications and features of the watch. The watch has a sunburst satin finished 24-hour fixed bezel. The font on the bezel is very close to the vintage Rolex 1655 font. The watch case is 39mm and the thickness is 14.6mm, which is pretty thick for such a watch case. The lug-to-lug size is 47mm. It has a dramatically dome sapphire crystal, which actually contributes to the stated thickness of the watch, something to take into consideration. The dial is made black with cream color loomed markers and hands. The screw-down crown with the Tudor Rose logo is quite large and very easy to grab and operate with. Along with the screw-down crown comes 200 meters of water resistance, which makes it a perfect everyday watch or traveler watch. Another very important feature which makes this watch perfect for traveling is obviously the GMT function. With this watch you have 4 hands, hours, minutes, seconds and the GMT hand. It is the traveler or flyer or true GMT. The watch essentially has the same movement that is in the Black Bay GMT. It means that you can move our hand independently. Now take a look how to set up this watch. You can switch between time zones and dates back and forth, which is also great for traveling. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of the yellow color on the GMT hand. I think orange color would be better, but it's still fine. The watch is powered by the COSC certified Tudor in-house movement with the stop second function and an impressive 70 hours of power reserve. The colored cream ceramic loomed markers is an interesting and nice detail. The fox patina color makes this dial warm and nice. The text on the dial and the date wheel is the same color, which is very nice little touch as well. Having this watch for a long time on my wrist gives me a different perspective from my first impressions. It is a very thick watch on paper, and it may seem thick when compared to the Black Bay 58 or 54 for example, but it doesn't seem too thick when compared to some IWC or Amiga watches. And let's talk about the bracelet, because the bracelet is great. The first thing you will notice that the watch has the same fake riveted bracelet that you know and love, or hate. The bracelet is almost perfect, again if fake rivets don't bother you. You have a tapered, well-executed bracelet with a screw pins adjustment system and most importantly, the T-fit clasp quick adjustment, which works amazingly. Take a look. It is a big step up from my Black Bay 58 bracelet. The T-fit clasp is very easy to operate. You also have a safety lock with the Tudor Shield logo on the bracelet that prevent the clasp from opening accidentally. The only concern I have with the bracelet is the safety lock with the shield is very sharp. You actually can hurt yourself with it. It has its famous clasp ceramic bearings, which I had no problem with any of my Tudor watches. So is this the watch for me, or is this the watch for you? I've owned multiple Tudor watches for a long period of time and I still have the Tudor Black Bay 58 in my collection, which I love. But for about the same price, the Black Bay Pro delivers much more value. And this fact is hard to ignore. I'm currently debating whether I should replace my Black Bay 58 with the Black Bay Pro, and it's a tough call for me. There are many things to love about this watch, and after having this watch for a week, I want to have it in my collection. The thickness is there, but it didn't bother me as much as I thought it would. It is a pretty wearable watch for my 17cm wrist. With the right bracelet adjustment, it's comfortable to wear, and the T-fit clasp make the adjustment job very easy. I think this watch is for me. It is a perfect candidate to be your or mine one watch collection watch. I mean, what else do you need from the watch? The design is great, the case size is good, you have 200 meters of water resistance, GMT function, date function, 70 hours of power reserve, COSC certified movement and 5 years of warranty. This watch is nearly perfect. Is it heavy? Yes. Is it thick? Yes. The thickness and the weight can be an issue, but try it and maybe you'll see that it's not as bad as you thought it would be. Big shout out to Ren from Wrist.co for lending me yet another great watch so I can review it on this channel. Definitely check out the Wrist.co Instagram for daily overload of great watches.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you next time. Bye now.